a connection with the world, in the place. So everything is Shakti Moolam. That's why we make a prayer today. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samsthita. Namastasyai 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 Namo Namaha. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samsthita. Namastasyai 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 Namo Namaha. So, who is this Devi? Jagatam Dhatri Sarva Chaitanya Swarupini. Namastasyai 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 Namo Namaha. So, that particular statement, as enunciated or pronounced by the gods in Durga Saptasati, and that is being remarkably mentioned to us in our Rigveda, because Rigveda is the earliest book. If you want to arrange the books or Vedic texts on historical basis, Rigveda stands high. Therefore, you observe Rigveda, and then other Vedas come, Samhitas come, and therefore there is a top importance to Rigveda. And moreover, Rigveda tells us the hymnology, they call it, in Westerners call it as hymnology. And that will talk about the how best we can make a hymn, a prayer, how best we can include the possible mahima of gods, how best we can also derive the strength and the benefit of such powerful gods who are nobody but they're all embodiments or personifications of the vast Prakriti. That's why in Rudram, you see Namo Rudra, Namo Vrutshebhyaha. So there is expression as Vrutshebhyaha Namaha. So the Vrutshas, the trees, the herbs and plant, the Vrutsha Ayurveda is important for all people. So not going too much towards the Devi as such, let us pin up down our attention to the 8 mantras which are being named as the Devi Suktam, and which are also being used for mantra pushpam upachara, or abhisheka upachara, or japa upachara, etc., which are very much pleasing to Mahashakti Swarupini, Amba, Durga Parameswari, or Lalita Parameswari. And moreover, we don't know the Durgamma will present in Grama Devata forums also. Every Gramam has got a Devata. Who is bust between Grama and Grama Devata? If a question is put, Grama Devata is first, then the Gramam around all the Devata will develop, and she will take care of the Grama or the people living in that. So we have got, that is all. For example, the Renuka Devi. In Bangalore, we have got Renuka Temple in Krishnarao Park, Basanagudi. And so if all people go to the Renuka Devi, she's a Grama Devata, taking care of Bangalore along with Annamma. So all these executive people, I mean Devi Shaktis, are there in almost in all countries, in all places. But only some people, depending upon their religion and culture and civilization, they give importance to that particular Devi, and so they say Grama Devata. I also always tell about our Grama Devatas are there in Western countries also, but in India, it's a place of spirituality. It's a place of Sanatana Dharmam. And the Hindu Sanatana Dharmam is earliest, and outcome of them is offshoots of all the Sanatana Dharma only everywhere. Therefore, Buddhism, Jainism, Confucianism, and whatever isms you talk about, all are out from Vedic religion. That's what we call, English people call it as Vedism. Anyway, we go to the regular slok mantras, 8. Amavaru speaks for such a long time in Rigveda. Normally, gods don't speak much in Samhitas. But In Rig Veda, we have got the Chila portions too. The supplementary portions, or later on they have come interpolations and all that, whatever that is, that which our Western scholars name while thinking to dating the Vedas. But actually, our system is that there's no meaning in trying to date the Veda, but we cannot assess exactly the date. But depending on number of proofs, there are scholars who propose, including in India, we have got even Gopal and Balagangadhar Tilak and all these people, they have done a lot of work. Anyway, remembering all those great scholars who have contributed greatly to the enhancement of the understanding and also propagating our Vedas, Veda Dharma, Veda Darshana, and all that. And moreover, even in Vedas, are all good Vedic texts, I mean, science texts, and we have so much of scope for that. Now I go on. First mantra is Aham. Ammavaru says, I am. What I am. What is my movements? Rudrebhihi vasubhihi charami adityaihi visvadevaihi. I am going to be a support and accompanying the power to all Rudras. There are 11 Rudras. There are 8 Vasus, 12 Adityas. So they become they become important in the 33 gods, because our Veda tells us Trayastrim Sadvai Devaha. The gods are 33. So 11 Rudras, Ashtavasus, and 12 Adityas. 19 plus 12, 31. The remaining 2 are there, Agni. And so 33 gods are there totally. So Visvedevaihi, that is Visvedevas, which will be a group deities, and into which all gods who are not included in this particular listing, all are involved. So Sarvadevaha, Visvedevaha, and Devaha. So all of them are group deities, and it is hard for anybody to name how many gods are there. Similarly, Grama Devatas. So, how many gramas are there? We don't know, but still, gramas make a taluka and so on. So, the organization of the townships depending upon the planning. And therefore, basically, Ammavaru is in the form of Rudras, 11 Rudras, in the form of 8 Vasus, in the form of 12 Adityas, and Visvadevas. And she is not simply with them, but she is the very eminence, power, energy that is vested in all these divine forces who are, say, Aham Mitra Varuno Bha. See, all these gods show forth immense brilliance, power, influence, and all that. So they are connected to our life. Therefore, that is what we call as a Bha. Bha is Bha is the brilliance. Bha is the tejas. Bha is the dynamics. Bha is this. So that's why she is just saying that Mitra Varuno Bha. Mitra is a day god, Varuna is the night god. So when both of them are operative, it becomes Ahoratri. Ahoratrani, that is Ahaha, 12 hours, Ratri, 12 hours. Imagine morning 6 to 6, and again evening and the night 6 to 6. So, like that, I am the Mitra and I am the Varuna, their respective brilliance. And again, Indra, Agni, Indra, the leader, the king of all gods. Agni is the mouthpiece of all gods. Agni Mukha Vaideva. So Agni is the leader, and Agni is too much helpful to All gods, if Agni is there not, nobody can exist. Neither gods, nor humans, nor animal kind, nor anybody in the world. Therefore, that particular primordial, all pervasive energy, I am. Similarly, aham asvino bha. Even the Aswin devatas are taken to be separately important because Aswins are the erstwhile divine physicians. They are twins. They are always constantly to recognize them where lotus garlands. They are called Pushkaras Raja. The more main feature of the Aswin Devatas are Pushkaras Raja. My friend and colleague Dr. K.B. Joke, unfortunately, is no more, but is a very, very affectionate, close friend. He has taken his PhD degree on Ashwin's working under the guidance of, I think, Dr. H.D. Velankar or so, the Bombay University Sanskrit professor, or Dr. Dandekar, I don't remember, but long back he visited our house also. But he is the Ashwini Devatas. He spent his 3, 4, 6 years on the study of Ashwins, besides himself being a professor of Sanskrit or Vedas in the in the Center for Advanced Study in Sanskrit, Pune University, and he was that way I was colleague because I was a research scholar there, 65 to 69, and so 68. So at that time he was my favorite friend. But anyway, Aswinaha, and that is the physicians. What is a physician? He has got three important functions. A doctor has got to note down, observe the symptoms the patient comes and tells. Secondly, he has to diagnose and connect the symptoms to any difference in the body. And then he should also design or think of the treatment process. There are several lines of treatment, and what is the kind of treatment that we can have. So the treatment also is important. That only makes a doctor full. So doctors are gods next to gods. Actually, the patient, when he looks at a doctor, he will be happy. 50% of his disease will go. So as I can keep on talking in my own little knowledge about these gods, and all the knowledge of these gods goes into the subject Vedic mythology. So Vedic mythology is where we have first Vedic mythology was written by MacDonald, and then also we have got in Germany, German language by Oldenburg, and the translation of the German text is being translated by my colleague, my friend, Dr. R.V. Krishnamurthy, who was a professor of Sanskrit in Aligarh Muslim University. I don't know about him now. And he married a German woman, but she was just like more than an Indian Muttaida. Anyway, so the lot of studies have been done on on these gods: Mitra, Varuna, Indra, Agni, Aswins, Adityas, Rudras, Vasus, oh God. And in Puranas, we get much information about them. And all that essence that make up these gods to work, organize and function and then influence is Ammavaru only. Unless Amma's Anugraha is there, nothing is possible. You may say, as a Yajamana, you may invite your friend for lunch to your house, but who is that who will second it or countersign that kind of invitation? Grahalakshmi. If she is also cooperative, then your Maryada is done. Therefore, Ammavaru is the very Bha, Ammavaru is the very, very essence of all these gods. Not only that, she is telling, Aham somam ahanasam bibharmi aham toshtaram utapushanam bhagam aham. So look at it. So she is not stopping. These are all important major gods who are on duty in the world constantly. So Somadeva, Soma has so many meanings which we are all trying to note down about Soma in on Thursdays in Taittiriya Samhita studies. We are making Parayana and Adhyayana of Taittiriya Samhita on Thursday in our Nada Veda Adhyayana Kendra lecture series or class series, whatever you call. And there Soma also means Surya, Rudra. Umaya Sahitaha Somaha. Uma Devi, first name for the Parashakti acknowledged in Vedas is Uma. Then Sati, then all the sequence comes up. So Aham Somam Ahanasam Bibharmi. I'm going to bear, sustain, support, hold on. Secondly, Aham Twashtaram Bibharmi. So similarly, Twashta is a Prajapati. Among there, it is said that there are 12 Prajapatis who are responsible. The Prajapati is a common name, department, but something like surname, Kulkarni or Gulagaddi or like that in North Karnataka. So like that, Twashtaram, he's a Prajapati, but specially he is assigned the department of creation or creating. Twashta Rupani Vidadhatu Anta Mishtima. So Nama ಶರೀರದಲ್ಲಿ ತಾಯಿಯ rather the woman's womb ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಬಿ ಆ ಎಗ್ಗನ್ನು ಶೇಪ್ ಮಾಡೋರು ಯಾರು ಅಂದರೆ ತ್ವಷ್ಟ. He only gives the form to us. That's why Twashtaram. And Pushanam is Surya Bhagavan. The moment the baby comes out into the world, the Pushan Devata is important. He is the guide. He is the road watch, and he is the Margadarshaka. Because again, Adityas are 12 in number. They're all creators only. Mitra, Ravi, Surya, Bhanu, Khaga, Pushan, the sixth deity. So the Pushan Devata is there. In fact, when we do Aruna Surya Aradhana, Surya Homa, before Parayana, Aruna Prashna Parayana, we keep kalasams. 12 kalasas ಇಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಆ ಕಲಶ ಪೂಜಾ ಆವಾಹನ ಷೋಡಶೋಪಚಾರ ಪೂಜಾ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ವಿ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು get on to the Aruna Parayanam and Homam and all that. Anyway, so Pushan is one. And Bhagadevata is also. Bhaga is Aishwarya, Lakshmi Devi, Mahalakshmi. That's what everybody will today have to repeat Bhagya Suktam. ಸಿ ಭಾಗ್ಯ ಸೂಕ್ತ ಮಂತ್ರ ಅದು 8 ನಮ್ಮ ಮಂತ್ರಗಳು ಋಗ್ವೇದದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಯಜುರ್ವೇದದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಶ್ರೀ ಸೂಕ್ತಂ ಈಸ್ ಅನದರ್ ಸೂಕ್ತಮ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಭಾಗ್ಯ ಸೂಕ್ತಮ್, ವೇರ್ ಮಹಾಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್, ಮಹಾ ಐಶ್ವರ್ಯಂ ಇಸ್ ದೇರ್, and so Bhagadevata, Surya Bhagavan, because Surya is Agni, and what is the chief function of Agni? As we see, Sriyam Ichet Havyavahanat. You can always hope to get more and more wealth and riches and health by praying the Agni Deva. Havyavahanat. Havyavahana is the conveyor of the oblations or food that we give to gods. Because we have to give food for the gods, not only we. And how can we give food for the gods? What about the dining table? Our Yagna Vedi that you put in our house or elsewhere is called the dining table of the gods. So whatever you put in the fire in the dining table or the Vedi, that goes to the gods. So you take the name Agnaye Swaha, Indraya Swaha. When you make the Swahakara, they all go to the respective gods. Therefore, we have that Bhagadevata. And again, what about her functioning? See, I am Bha, I am Bhaga, I am this and all that Samavaru told. Now she is talking about her function. What I am doing. I must also have a job, and you must also know my profession. What is my profession? Aham dadhami dravinam avishmate supravye yajamanaya sunvate. At first, Ammavaru will deposit or will grant money, grant wealth, grant arogyam to anybody who will be having that offerings accepted. That's why he's called Avishman. Avishman also has two meanings. One is Agni and another is the Yajamana. So Havishmate, and what is the, yeah, Agni's chief function? So Supravye. That means he is one who is best in extending protection and healing and cure and prosperity and sustenance to all people in the world. Agninarayanam bhaje, Suryanarayanam bhaje, Narayanam, Samudranarayanam bhaje, Narayanam bhaje. So we got Agninarayana. That is, Agni is ignition. Will make that kind of Chaitanya Shakti par excellence embodied. And what is that? He said, unless we have got Chaitanya, unless we have got health, unless we have got all the energies in us, we are not active, we are flat on the bed. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಅಮ್ಮವಾರು ಅಥವಾ ಅಮ್ಮವಾರೇ ಅಗ್ನಿ ರೂಪంలో ఉంటుంది. In Durga Suptam, you have this, what is the Durga Suptam? ताम् अग्निवर्णां तपसा ज्वलन्तीं वैरोचनीं कर्मफलेषु जुष्टां दुर्गां देवीं शरणमहं प्रपद्ये సుతరసితరసే నమః. సో అమ్మవారు ఎవరు అంటే షీ ఈజ్ ఎ సుతరసి బికాస్ షీ ఈజ్ ది ఎనర్జీ ఫార్ ఎక్సలెన్స్. సో సుతరసితరసే నమః. అమ్మవారు అనుగ్రహం లేకపోతే ఏం పనులు జరగవు. ఆల్ వర్క్ takes place only when Amma Anugraha is there. That's why in Hondar Lahari, Shankaracharya says, Tabihi Charana Aveva Saranau Devi. Like that. Here, and Yajamanaya Sunvate, she endorsed the energies and wealth and all that, Dravinam, to Yajamana, that is the sacrificer. So who becomes a sacrificer? Only when he presses Soma and offers them to all people. That's what we call Sunvate. Sunvate means pressing the Soma. ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಸೋಮಯಾಗವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ, ಯಾರು ಯಾರು ಯಾಗಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ, to all of them, Devi is very important. She will give energy. What is the Dravinam ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, again our Veda defines to you, ಧನಂ ಅಗ್ನಿರ್ಧನಂ ವಾಯುರ್ಧನಂ ಸೂರ್ಯೋಧನಂ ವಸುಃ ಧನಮಿಂದ್ರೋ ವರುಣಃ ವರುಣಂ ಧನಮಸ್ನುತೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ದೇವತೆಗಳೆಲ್ಲರೂ ನಮಗೆ ವೆಲ್ತ್. Wealth in a sense that which will be useful for us, which we can use, to use which we are free. We are free to use our power, Agni. So, Dhanam Agni Dhanam Vayu, we are free to use the wind. You don't pay any money for the air. You don't pay any money for the energies. You don't pay anything for Surya Bhagavan. So, everything is free in the nature to us. But only the government will start charging you. If they give current power to you, they charge you current bill ಬರುತ್ತೆ. If they give you water bill. ಒಂದಾನೊಂದು ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ, I think before 70s or even 60s, there was no charge for the water or power. It used to be free. But later on, things have all changed. Therefore, they went on. Now they started billing the current. Billing and putting the meter. And otherwise, they used to also, at one time, government used to take only 1 rupee, whatever be the power consumption or the water consumption, they just nominally correct only 1 rupee at those time. 1 rupee was too much. So idella aagta ittu, but slowly things have changed. But Ammavaru has not changed. She says, anybody, any sacrificer who performs sacrifice or yajna or sunvate, ಅವನಿಗೆ ನಾನು ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ನೀನು ಯಾರಮ್ಮ ಕೊಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ? ಐ ಆಮ್ ದಿ ಗವರ್ನಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಶಿ ಹೇಳ್ಸ್. ಐ ಆಮ್ ದಿ ಗವರ್ನರ್, ಐ ಆಮ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್, ಐ ಆಮ್ ದಿ ಲೀಡರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ದಿ ಸಪ್ಲಯರ್. ಅಹಂ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀ ಸಂಗಮನೀ ವಸೂನಾಂ ಚಿಕಿದುಷೀ ಪ್ರಥಮ ಯಜ್ಞಿಯಾನಾಂ. ನೋಡಿದ್ರಾ? ನಾನು ಯಾರು ಅಂತ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸಿ ವಿ కొడಬೇకల్లమ్మా. ನೀನೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ ಮೇಲೆ నేనంతా చేస్తాను, అన్నీ నేనే, నా నుంచే అన్నీ వస్తుందని చెప్పుకోవడం గర్వం కాదు, ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్. These days people are all fond of information technology. There is a technology, there is the methodology, and there is a formations, formatting things regarding the information. So people are running life. They study information technology as a part of the engineering subjects. But Ammavaru is the top of that. Therefore, she is telling, Aham Rashtra. Look at it. I am the governor. I am the head of the state. I am president of the state. Rashtra. All the entire earth taken as a Rashtra. That's why people call Maharashtra. So only Maharashtra is there where I got my PhD, and all states are Andhra Pradesh. Today the people are celebrating Kannada Rajyotsava, the day when Kannada Rajya has come as a part of the governance of the Bharat. So Kannada Rajyotsava for 1 month in Bengaluru, in all Kannada places. In Karnataka, they celebrate Kannada Rajyotsava. Probably people must have gone attending the Kannada Rajyotsava celebrations. So there will be lot of entertainment, one entire month. So, for example, near Majestic, one time they used to Bhuvana Vijayam, or so this Vijayanagara Samrajya is one which is of importance in the Kannada administration. And also Mysore also had a lot of rulers. So this is about Karnataka. That's what Rastram. Similarly, Andhra, even Andhra also, Avataranam took place in November 1st. So Andhra Avataranam, people are celebrating Andhra and Maharashtra and so many. Therefore, దీనికంతా కారణం ఎవరు అంటే Durga Parameswari, Adishakti Swarupini, Lalita Parameswari, whatever you call her, she is the energy, par excellence embodied. So she is called Rastri. She is the president. And what is their working? Sangamani Vasunam. Vasu means wealth. Vasu means the food. Vasu means the articles, the vastus. So all things in the world, the Prakriti. Because man cannot exist without Prakriti. And man derives a lot of benefit from the Prakriti. Therefore, Purusha and Prakriti, they are complementary to each other. So that's why we have got Purusha Suktam. In Purusha Suktam, which talks about the creation, in Rigveda, there is the levels of creation and variety of creation, the functioning of the creation, and the etc. Everything is given in Purusha Suktam. And that Purusha is basically called as a Purusha. Who is that Purusha? He has got multiple heads, multiple feet, all multiples. And with that multiplicity of possessions, that the Purusha is able to be a Rashtrapati, be a Sangamanaha of Vasunam. And next, Chikitushi Prathama Yajniyanam. Yajniyanam means that which is worthy of worship, worthy of recognition, worthy of approach, worthy of dependence. ಸೊ ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನು ಇದರ ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರೋ, ಆಲ್ ದ ಡಿಪೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅಮ್ಮವಾರು ಸ್ವರೂಪಂ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಯಾ ದೇವಿ ಸರ್ವಭೂತೇಷು, ಸೊ ಸರ್ವಸ್ವರೂಪೇ सर्वेशे सर्वशक्ति समन्विते भयेभ्यः पापेभ्यः त्राहिनो देवी ದುರ್ಗೆ ದೇವಿ ನಮೋಸ್ತುತೆ. ನೋಡಿದ್ರ, ಅಮ್ಮವಾರು ಮಾರ್ಕಂಡೇಯ ಮಹರ್ಷಿ ವಿಲ್ ಟೆಲ್ ಯು ಯಾರು ಅಮ್ಮವಾರು ಅಂದರೆ, ಯಾರು ಆದಿಶಕ್ತಿ, ಯಾರು ಈ ದೇವಿ, ಹೂ ಇಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ದೇವಿ? ಸರ್ವಸ್ವರೂಪೇ. ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಸ್ವರೂಪಾಸ್ ಯು ಸಿ, ಆಲ್ ಸ್ವರೂಪಾಸ್ ಆರ್ ಹರ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಈವನ್ ವಿಷ್ಣು ಸ ಆತ್ಮ, and Vishnu or Paramatma energy, he divided himself in Balakanda, Ramayana, when all gods and including Ishvara went and appealed to Narayana, saying that Ravanasura became a headache, and we can't stand that, it's a high class headache. Then Narayana said, taking counsel with the Brahmadeva, okay Babu, I divide myself into 4 forms: Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrughna. You be born along with your wives as monkeys, Vanara and Vanaris, and Manava and Vanaras, Nara and Vanaras will be able to kill Ravanasura. And it is not simply going to kill him, but Ravanasura boon is that Samare Yaha Ma Sahare Eva Samare Eva Mama Maranam. If at all I were to die, I were to be killed, only in war with me. Similar challenge is there. Anybody wants to marry me, Durga Parameswari tells to Sumbani Sumbas, anybody who fights with me and who wins me, who subdues my anger and my pride, that person only will be my husband. So Sumbari Sumbas are given the test by the bride they wanted to marry. It's a Kanya Sulkam they call it. So it was there since long time. In India, Kanya pays money for the varam. But in Arab, in Egypt and other places, the man pays Kanya Sulkam or dowry to the girl depending upon her qualification. I don't know, my friend from Egypt, Amir, was telling. Now I don't know the practice in Egypt and other Arab countries. But the man, the vara, whoever wants to marry a girl, he has to pay Kanya Salkam or Varadham in Vadhu Dakshana. And depending upon her beauty, qualification, pedigree, etc. Anyway, I'm diverting. That's why she is so great. Ammavaru is so great. Yajniyanam Prathama. Yajniyanam, among all such things to be revered, I am the foremost. That is, first people must pray to me and next to others. So Yajniyanam Prathama. Therefore, Tamma Deva Vyadadu Purutra Bhuristatram Bhurya Vesayanti. ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್. ಇದು ಮ್ಯೂಸಿಕ್ ಅಂದ್ರೇನು ತಾಯಿ, ಸಂಗೀತಂ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ, ಸಂಗೀತ ಶಾರದಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ವೇದ ಮಂತ್ರಗಳು ಸಂಗೀತದಲ್ಲಿ ವೇದ ಮಂತ್ರ ತುಂಬ ಇದೆ. ಸಾಮವೇದ ತನಕ ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ದಿ ಸ್ವರ ಸ್ವತಃ ರಂಜಯತಿ ಸ್ವರಂ. ಸೊ ಇದು ನೋಡಿದಿರಾ ಅಮ್ಮವಾರು. ಸೊ ಅಮ್ಮವಾರು ಅಂತ ಒಂದ್ರೆ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋರು ಯಾರು? ದೇವತೆಗಳು. ಇಫ್ ಪ್ರೈಮಾರ್ಡಿಯಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಇದೆ, ಆ ಎನರ್ಜಿಯನ್ನು ಉಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. If the power connection is there to your house, you have to use the power in an entire house in number of ways, because the same is the energy through fan, through microwave, through stove, through geyser, through bulbs or lighting, etc. So power is same. Even for cooler also the same power. The thermal power or the power that comes to you gives you cool. ಫ್ರಿಡ್ಜಲ್ಲಿ ಅದೇ ಪವರು, ಮೈಕ್ರೋವೇವಲ್ಲಿ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಹೀಟ್ ಹಾಟ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಬಟ್ ಅಮ್ಮವಾರ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಒಂದೇ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಇಲ್ಲೇನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾಳೆ ಅವಳು? ಮಾಂ ತಾಂ ವ್ಯದಧು. ದೇ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಮೀ. Yellili Purutra in all places in the universe. There is no place where I am not there. So Puru means many. Tra means the places. So at many, many places, I am being, at many places, I am being called on. So, so the word Purutra tells you, like, and moreover, one thing is Puru Sabda is even also given to. Hello, you join immediately to my class now. I'm explaining your subject. So, Tam Devaha Vyadaduhu Purutra. So, Tra is the place. That's why we say, I told you, Yatra. If that Yatra is Vinoda, it becomes a Vinoda Yatra. So, in all places, Devi is pervasive. You can't. Sarvasakshine Namaha. Sarvasakshiniai Durgambikayai Mahamatre Namo Namaha. So she is called Purtra. And moreover, Bhuristatram. So she is there in all places. Bhuri means plenitude. In more and more forums. I told you, in Bangalore itself, there are so many Grama Devatas representations. I just know, so Renuka Devi is there, Annamma Devi is there, ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ದೇವತೆಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. So Bhuri means she is present in all places. And moreover, Ammavaru, wherever you install her, wherever you make a pratishtha of Devi, she is there. She is entering into that. Bhuri Avesayanti. Avesana is the pratishtha. సో ఎక్కడెక్కడ మనం అమ్మవారిని పిలుస్తామో అక్కడక్కడ ఆ విగ్రహాల లోపల, ఆ సాలగ్రామాల లోపల, ఆ ప్రతిమల లోపల అమ్మవారు చేరుకుంటుంది. సో యూ కెనాట్ disrespect any idol. If you call, the Devata will come and stay in the idol, receive all your worship. And if you send away, ಉದ್ವಾಸನ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಹೊರಟೋಗ್ತಾಳೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಟೆಂಪರರಿ. ಬಟ್ ಸಾಲಗ್ರಾಮ ನಿವಾಸಾಯ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ನೃಸಿಂಹಾಯ ತೇ ನಮಃ. ಈ ಸಾಲಗ್ರಾಮ ನಿವಾಸಾಯ ಅನ್ನೋ ಹೆಸರು ಓನ್ಲಿ ಫಾರ್ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ನರಸಿಂಹಸ್ವಾಮಿ. And that means the Narayana Swarupam. So we have got Vishnu Salagramam, and in that you find all kinds of Vishnus are in the, also available in the Salagrama forum, and they are constantly available in the house. Sometime back in our WhatsApp, somebody has put Nadaveda that suddenly by mistake, I mean by chance, that a Salagrama broke, and he opened the Salagramam. Deep inside, you can see the embossment of Mahavishnu there. ಅಂದರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು? ಭೂರ್ಯಾವೇಶಯಂತಿ. ಸೊ ಭೂರ್ಯಾವೇಶನ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಮ್ಮವಾರು ಈಸ್ ಫೌಂಡ್ ಎನಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿವೇರ್. ವೆರೆವರ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಸಿ ಹರ್, ಸಿ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ, ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಸಿ, ಯು ವುಡ್ ಸಿ, ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಸಿ. ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಎಸ್ಕೇಪ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ದಿ ಪಾರಂ. ಯತ್ರ ಯತ್ರ ನರೋ ಗಚ್ಚತಿ ತತ್ರ ತತ್ರ ನಾರಸಿಂಹೋಪಿ ಗಚ್ಚತಿ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾನವ ಭಕ್ತನು ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೋ ಅಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ನರಸಿಂಹಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಕೂಡ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ. ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ದಟ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರಾಮಿಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಬೈ ದಿ ಋಷೀಸ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ನರಸಿಂಹ ಸಹಸ್ರನಾಮಂ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದಿಸ್ ಯದಿ ಹಾಸ್ತಿ ತದನ್ಯತ್ರ ಯದಿ ನೇಹಾಸ್ತಿ ನ ತತ್ರ ನ ಕ್ವಚಿತ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಈಸ್ ಸೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ನರಸಿಂಹ ಸಹಸ್ರನಾಮಂ 220 ಶ್ಲೋಕಾಸ್ and more than 1,000 slokas. You imagine. Unfortunately, God, Swami Anugraham, I have published Lakshmi Narasimha Sahasranamam with meanings and explanation and all that in my own way. That has been given. My is Paramatma and published. And Lakshmi, that is also uploaded in the website. So that is one. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಯು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಭೂರ್ಯಾವೇಶಯಂದೀಂ. ನೀವು ವಿಗ್ರಹವನ್ನು ತಯಾರು ಮಾಡಿ ಪೂಜಾ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಆ ಕನೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ದೇವತಾ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ರಿಮೈನ್ separate. The moment the Vigraham is ready, she will enter into that. That's what we say, Aveshana. So even in Ramayana also, Rama ordinarily doesn't get angry. ಸೊ ರಾಮನಿಗೆ ಕೋಪ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಸರಿಯಾದ ಕಾರಣ ಇರಬೇಕು. ನ ಸುಲಭ ಕೋಪಾಹ ರಾಮ. ರಾಮನಿಗೆ ಕಾರಣ ಕೋಪಾಹ ಅಂತ. ಅನ್ಲೆಸ್ ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ರೀಸನ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗ್ರಿ. But unfortunately, there are hundreds and thousands of short-tempered people in the world where people are simply disturbed, ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಟೆಂಪರ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಇರೋ ಒಂದು ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಒಂದು ಟಂಬ್ಲರು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ತಾಗಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಇರಿಟೇಷನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಷ್ಟೋತ್ತರ ಸದನಾಮ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಕರೆದು ಮತ್ತು ಆ ಟಂಬ್ಲರನ್ನು ಅದೇ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅಷ್ಟು ತನಕ ಅವ್ರ ಆ್ಯಂಗರ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಹೋಪ್ಲೆಸ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಅದೇ ರಾಮನ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನದು ನಿಜವಾದ ಅವಕಾಶದ ಕೋಪಂ ಕೋಪಂ ಆವಿಶ್ಯ ರಾಮ, ಕೋಪಂ ಪ್ರವಿಶ್ಯ ಆಗಮ, ಕೋಪಂ ಜಗಾಮ ರಾಮ, ಕೋಪಂ ಕೃತ್ವಾ ರಾಮ. ಯು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್? ಈ ವರ್ಬ್ಸ್ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಅವ್ಯಯಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಟೆಲ್ ಯು ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗರ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಇನ್ ಮಹಾರಾಜಾಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾಲೇಸಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಪರೇಟ್ಲಿ ಎ ಚೇಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಕೋಪಗೃಹ ಅಂತ. ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಕೋಪ ಬಂದಿದೆಯೋ ಅವರು ಹಾಲಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬಾರ್ದು, ಟಿ ವಿ ಮುಂದೆ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಅನ್ಯಾಯ. ಸೊ ಕೋಪ ಬಂದರೆ ದೇ ಶುಡ್ ವಾಕ್ಔಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟೇ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಕೋಪಗೃಹಂ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆವಾಗ ಕಾಣದೇ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಪೀಪಲ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಇನ್ ಸರ್ಚ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು. ಇಫ್ ಯು ದೇ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಇನ್ ಕೋಪಗೃಹಂ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡೂ ಇಟ್. ಸೊ ಈ ಆವೇಶನ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಎಂಟರಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಆರ್ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈಯಿಂಗ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಇನ್ ಟು. ಸೊ ಕೈಕೇಯಿ ವೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದಿ ಕೋಪಗೃಹಂ. And Dasharatha looking, searching, ultimately landed in the Kopagraham because he was advised, he was told, Kaikeyi is found only in the, because he wanted to inform Kaikeyi the celebration of the Rama Pattabhishekam. ಸೊ ರಾಮನಿಗೆ ಪಟ್ಟಾಭಿಷೇಕ ಆಗತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ದಶರಥ ಆ ಕೈಕೇಯಿ ಪ್ಯಾಲೇಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಲ್ಡ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೋಪಗೃಹದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಪಾಪ ದಿ ಹೋಲ್ ಡ್ರಾಮಾ ಬಿಗಿನ್ಸ್ ದೇರ್. ಎನಿವೆ, ಸೊ ಭೂರ್ಯಾವೇಶಯಂತೀಂ ಅನ್ನುವಾಗ ಶಿ ವಿಲ್ ಗೋ ಆನ್ ವೇರ್ ಎವರ್ ಶಿ ಈಸ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ವೈಟೆಡ್. ಸೊ ಆವಾಹನ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ ದೇವೀಮಾವಾಹಯಾಮಿ. ಸೊ ಏನು ಆವಾಹನ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? ಉಚ್ಛ್ವಾಸ ನಿಶ್ವಾಸ ರೂಪೇಣ ಬಹಿರಾಗತ್ಯ ಅಸ್ಮಿನ್ ಬಿಂಬೆ ಪ್ರತಿಷ್ಠಂತು ಸ್ವಾಹ ರಕ್ತಾಂಬೋಧಿಸ್ಥಪೋತೋಲ್ಲಸ. ವಿ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ ಮೇಕ್ ದಟ್ ಆವಾಹನ ಟು ದೇವಿ ಆರ್ ದೇವ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಾಟ್ ದಿಟ್ ಪ್ರತಿಷ್ಠಾ ಆವಾಹನ ಕಲ್ಪ ಆವೇಶಯಂತೀಂ. ಅಂಡ್ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಏನಾಗತ್ತೆ, ನಾನು ಬಂದು ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಣಶಕ್ತಿಯಾಗಿ ಜೀರ್ಣಶಕ್ತಿಯಾಗಿ ವೈಶ್ವಾನರನಾಗಿ ಸೇರಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯಾ? ಮಯಾಸೋ ಅನ್ನಮತ್ತಿ ಯೋ ವಿಪಶ್ಯತಿ ಯಃ ಪ್ರಾಣಿತಿ ಯಯೀಂ ಶೃಣೋತಿ ಉಕ್ತಂ ಅಮಂತವೋ ಮಾಂ ತ ಉಪಕ್ಷಿಯಂತಿ. ನೋಡಿದ್ರ, ನನ್ನಿಂದಲೇ all the activity of the all people in the world will take place. If at all you want to eat your food, you are not eating. The Prana Shakti, the Vaiswanara seated in you is admitting. If he doesn't admit, you cannot eat. You will not have hunger. You will throw out. ಯಾರೊಬ್ಬರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಹೋಪ್ಲೆಸ್ ಪೇಷಂಟ್, ನಾನು ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಹೊರಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಅನ್ನನಾಳದಿಂದ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ವಾಯುನಾಳದಿಂದ ಹೊರಗೆ ಬಂದಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ದಟ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಜಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕ್ಲಬ್ಬಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಬಿಗ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ನೋಬಡಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್. ಸೊ ದಿ ನಾಳ, ದಿ ಟ್ಯೂಬ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ಅವರ್ ಬಾಡಿ, ಎ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಇಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್. ಅನ್ನ ಹೋಗೋ ದಾರಿನೇ ಬೇರೆ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಾಯು ಹೋಗೋ ದಾರಿನೇ ಬೇರೆ. ಎರಡೂ ಜೆಸಿಟಿ ಆದರೆ, ಜಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಬಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಡಿಸೀಸ್, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಹಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ನಾಟ್ ಈಟ್. ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ರೀಚ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಟಮಕ್. ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಅಂಥ ಅಂಥ ಕೆಲಸ ಆಗದೆ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆಗಿ ಅನ್ನವನ್ನು ಸೇವನೆ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಕೊಡೋದು ಯಾರು? ಅಮ್ಮವಾರೇ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು, ವಸ್ತುಗಳನ್ನು ನೋಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಣ್ಣಿನ ಶಕ್ತಿ ವಿಪಶ್ಯತಿ. ಸೊ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನೋಡಬೇಕು, ರೆಕಗ್ನೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಆನಂದ ಪಡಬೇಕು, ಇದೆಲ್ಲಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಣ್ಣಿನ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಯಾರು ಅಂದರೆ ಪರಮಾತ್ಮ. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಗೋ ಟು ಐ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸಮ್ಟೈಮ್ಸ್, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಐ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಸಾರ್ ಹೀಗೆ ಮಾಡೋದು, ನಿಮ್ಮ ರೆಟಿನ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವೀಕ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಹೆಂಗೆ ನಾನು ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನೇ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಹಾಕ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ತರಹ ಆಗದೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ರೆಟಿನಾ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂಗ್ತು ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಗಮ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂಗ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂಗ್ತು ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದರೆ ದಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಟು ಮೆಡಲ್. ಹಂಗೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆಲ್ಲ ಮೂಲ ಕಾರಣ ಯಾರು ಅಂದರೆ ಅಮ್ಮವಾರೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಪ್ರಾಣಿತಿ, ರೆಸ್ಪಿರೇಟರಿ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಈ ಪಲ್ಮನರಿ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕು ಅದು ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರ್ಬೇಕಪ್ಪ, ಲಂಗ್ಸು, ಹಾರ್ಟು, ಆ ಪ್ಯಾಸೇಜು ಬಾಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದರೆ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಾಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಣಶಕ್ತಿ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಾಟ್ ಟು ಮೇಕ್ ಎ ಪ್ರೇಯರ್ ಟು ಮಹಾವಿಷ್ಣು ದಟ್ ಸೇಮ್ ವೈಕುಂಠ ಪುರುಷ ಪ್ರಾಣ, ಅದು ಒಂದು ವಿಷ್ಣು ಹೆಸರು. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಅಂದರೆ there is one prayer in Bhagavad Gita where Krishna is taken to be the prana shakti. Pranaya tasmai namaha. ಆ ಪ್ರಾಣಾಯ ತಸ್ಮೈ ಕೃಷ್ಣಾಯ ನಮಃ ಅಂತ ಆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಈಸ್ ಅಗೈನ್ ಅಮ್ಮವಾರು. ಸೊ ಯಹ ಪ್ರಾಣಿತಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅಗೈನ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್, ಅವರ್ ಪಂಚೇಂದ್ರಿಯಾಸ್ ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ದಿ ಟಂಗ್, ದಿ ಐ, ದ ಇಯರ್, ದ ಸ್ಕಿನ್, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ತುಂಬ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ದೇರ್ಫೋರ್ ಯ ಪ್ರಾಣಿತಿ ಉಕ್ತಂ ಶೃಣೋತಿ ಚ. ನಾವು ಶಬ್ದಗ್ರಹಣ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಕಿವಿಗಳಿಗಿದೆ. If at all we are able to appropriately, correctly, fully hear our own sounds, our own talk, and make others also to listen, ಯಾರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಪ್ಪ ಶಕ್ತಿ? ವಾಯು ಶಕ್ತಿ. ಆ ವಾಯು ಯಾರು? ಅಮ್ಮವಾರೆ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಶಿ ಸೆಡ್ ಮಿತ್ರಾವರುಣೋ ಭಾಸಿ ಅಹಂ ರುದ್ರೇಭಿ ಆದಿತ್ಯೈ ಇಂದ ಅಶ್ವಿನೋ ಅಹಂ ಸೋಮಂ ಬಿಭರ್ಮಿ. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲ ಶಕ್ತಿಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಮಾನವ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ಚೈತನ್ಯದಲ್ಲ ಯಾರ ಹತ್ರ ಇದೆ? ಪರಮಾತ್ಮಿಕ ಆಗಿರುವ ಮಹಾದೇವಿ ಹತ್ರ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕವರ್ಡ್ ಮೈ ಲೈಫ್, ಮೈ ಟೈಮ್. ಸೊ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕಮ್ ಅಪ್ ಟು ಹಿಯರ್ ದಟ್ ಅಗೈನ್ ಶಿ ವಿಲ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಹರ್ ಓನ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನಲ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಡ್ಯೂಟೀಸ್. ಡ್ಯೂಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ಜಾಬ್ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಯಾರೂ ಗೌರವ ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಜಾಬ್ ಓರಿಯೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಇದ್ದು ಕೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಷಿಯನ್ನು, ಪ್ಲಂಬರು ಇವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದರೆ ದಿ ಸೀಕ್ರೆಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅವರ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಯು ಪೇಪರ್ ಮನಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ತಂದೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಮೈ BSc ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಹಿ ಸೆಡ್, ನೌ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಾಟ್ ಯುವರ್ BSc ಡಿಗ್ರಿ, ದಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ ಆರ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟು, ಅದರಿಂದ ನೀನು ದುಡ್ಡು ಸಂಪಾದನೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಲುಕ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎ ಜಾಬ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರು. ಇನ್ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಸೊ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್, ನಮ್ಮ ಪೇಪರ್ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? BA, BSc, BCom, MA, MSc, PhD, ದಟ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬ್ರಿಂಗ್ ಯು ಪೇಪರ್ ಮನಿ ಆರ್ ವೆಲ್ತ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೇಂಟೆನೆನ್ಸ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಕೊಡೋರು ಯಾರು ಅಂದರೆ ಅಮ್ಮವಾರೇ ಕೊಡ್ತಾಳೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಈ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅನದರ್ ಅಕೇಶನ್ ಟುಡೇ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡೂ the Prashnopanishad, but because all people are busy in burning the crackers and attending to their grandchildren and children, so I wish that I thought I can just take this opportunity and spend some time upon this Devi Sukta so that we can understand on this Deepavali Amavasya day, and also Balipadjami peeping and Narak Chaturdasi is still continuing. And on this auspicious day, we have to make a prayer to Adishakti Swarupani, Parashakti, Parabrahma, Mahishi, Lalita Parameswari, our Saundarya Devata. With all this, I stop. So, Srinivas Govinda avare heli, Om Swasti. Sahana Vavatu, Sahanau Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu, Ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Sarvam Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. सर्वं श्री मातृचरणारविन्दार्पणमस्तु। ॐ तत्सतु।